How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Today I want to talk to you about how I'm making about $20,000 a year in crypto passive income. Now, this is a great way of making more money on your money. I know some people have something like the Ledger Nano X and they keep their crypto on cold storage. And honestly, I just like my crypto to get money. I like it to build on itself. So I have some different strategies here today to make crypto passive income. At the beginning, we're going to talk about higher risk, higher reward ways of making crypto passive income. Then towards the end, we will get to the set and forget, like just get a steady income, but still can really help in the long term with these different strategies. So I'm going to walk you through it all. It's all going to be dependent on your own situation, what you're comfortable with, how much money you have in crypto, maybe how technically savvy you are. So I think there's going to be something for everyone here. And I will leave links to all this stuff underneath the video in case you're interested. Just keep that in mind. Now, you'll be able to see that I have a bunch of different strategies in this video, and I have my money in a lot of different places. Some I'm just testing out and I'm gonna put more money in them. And then some I have been putting money in for a year. So I do have different places that I put my crypto because I think that it is smart to diversify where it all is. Make sure that for security reasons, it's diversified, but also for ease of use, for flexibility, and then also because a lot of the time when there is extreme volatility in the crypto market, there seems to be a lot of apps that go down. So you might see some of the biggest apps in all of crypto all of a sudden not let you in if there is extreme volatility because they crash because so many people are trying to get on the system. So that's why I actually think if you even have one or two of these different apps that I'll list, or these different companies that I list in the video, I think it would be smart to have multiple. That way you have that flexibility. If you guys don't mind hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button, I really do appreciate that. It helps out the channel a lot. So let's get started. Now, one way to make a good profit in crypto is actually using leverage trading. Now, this is for experienced investors only. If you are inexperienced, you can get wrecked doing this if you leverage up too much. But some people do like using it. You can see that PrimeXBT is a great platform to use for this. Now, PrimeXBT is sponsoring this part of the video, but they do have very low trading fees. They have crypto and Forex. You can actually get passive income up to 14% APY on some of the crypto assets that they have. And you can actually do something called co-vesting, which is copying other people's strategies and making passive income by using them essentially determine when you buy and sell. Now, of course, there are tons of risks with that too. So you always have to be comfortable with what you're doing and make sure you're doing your research. I can't tell you what to do, but there is a link underneath the video for PrimeXBT. If you do want to try it out, you can get 25% off your trades using the code underneath. Now, this isn't available in every country like in the US, but some people do use VPNs and that kind of stuff. It's available to a lot of the other parts of the world though. So the first way that I have been getting crypto passive income recently is by using donkey.finance. Now, I'll link to this underneath the video, but basically what you can do is you can yield farm. So yield farming is essentially going and providing liquidity for different pools, and it honestly is a day job in and of itself, which is why I like Donkey so much. So I've actually done a half a video about them before. Half of a video was released for them, but it's really easy compared to normal yield farming because yield farming, it carries a lot of risk. So you really need to spend a lot of time with it. But that's why I like doing it through Donkey. So they give rewards to some of their farmers and you can invest with their farmers. So essentially you have to connect your MetaMask wallet. So after you connect your MetaMask wallet, you can launch their app. And depending on what crypto you want to invest in and you want to put in this system, let's say you just have a bunch of BUSD, you have a bunch of stablecoin, you can click on it and then you can see different farmers and what they're doing. So I have some money in this farmer right here. They have 184 investors and they show you about what the APY will be. Now this changes all the time, but it also shows you the total value locked. Now I really like going with the strategies that aren't super high risk. And I also like when I see there's a good amount of money in the pool. So they do have a significant amount of money locked up in Donkey. The last time I checked, it was 15 million or so, but I think it's above that now. And part of that is because they're earning really good yields for people and people like that, so they keep on putting more money in it. So what I did was I picked about 3 different strategies. I put in somewhere between $900 and $1,100 in each. It's not an exact science. I didn't start them all off at $1,000, but basically you can see over the last few days, I have about 6 BUSD. Which is awesome because it's not anything I need to do. So this is how it works out. You can actually see how they put money in. And I won't go through all this because I've done that in a full video, but basically this is their strategy and they will execute it for you. You basically put in the money here, you can take it out pretty much any time. You can also use my links underneath the video. If you want to start using the strategy, it does help out because I do get rewarded for more people that I bring in, but you don't have to do that. You can also boost your APY. So they have a cryptocurrency themselves. It's called Donkey, and you can boost your APY. They will give you up to 100% extra APY on all your holdings. So let's say you put 45,000 Donkey in here, and you put $1 in BUSD. It would essentially pay you $1 in Donkey throughout the year. But if you have, let's say, 45,000 Donkey and you have $1 million, it will pay you out $1 million in Donkey. So I personally don't have that much money to put in Donkey, but I have this tier where you have 5,000 Donkey staked in the app here, and it gives me an extra 50%. So with $3,000 in this app, I get about $1,500 a year in Donkey. I also get some of this BUSD. I also get Cake, so you can actually see my investments here. And I made about $6 in BUSD. Now again, this is super new. I just started doing these two the other day. So I actually lost like 1/100th of a rep BNB, but I think that's just because I just put it on and there might have been a little bit of a fee. And then also I made about 1/4 of a Cake, so like $4 in a day or two, which is pretty cool. And you can see my Cake reward or my Donkey rewards here on the side. So this is something that I've started to do based on what I'm researching and the APYs that they have listed, which could always change, and depending on the price of these different assets, because one is Cake, one's Wrap BNB, one's BUSD, depending on if they go up or down in value, this might change, but it should make me around $3,000 a year based on all these different rewards. Now, of course, this is one of the higher risks in the different ways I'm going to show you to make passive income today, but I did want to try it out because I think it has high potential, and I think it is a great way to make passive income because they do pay out really good rewards. Now, the next way that I get passive income, this is a very small part of what I do, is I do have some BNB that's in Trust Wallet. So I said that I stake some BNB, or I put some wrapped BNB in Donkey. I also have some on Trust Wallet. They pay about 25% right now. So you can stake your BNB. It changes all the time, but based on what they show in the app today, about 25% APY. Now, like I said, it says 11% here. It fluctuates back and forth, but that is another way that I get crypto passive income. For the most part though, they don't allow you to stake too much or get rewards. So this is really the only thing that I do on Trust Wallet. Also, I use BlockFi. So I've talked about this many times before on the channel. I really like BlockFi. They are a sponsor of the channel, and I really like using them because of the fact that you can get loans against your crypto. They also pay interest. They also have a credit card. So I do use their credit card too, and I count that towards my passive income because basically I use it and then I get Bitcoin back. It goes straight into my account that gets interest on that Bitcoin. And now they changed it so that way you can get Ethereum, you can get Bitcoin, you can get all different types of rewards. Basically anything that they have on here, you can get as your 1.5% cash back. Again, I have links to BlockFi down below too if you're interested in that. But I really like them for those reasons. Of course, they don't pay the most interest of every single option on here. This is probably the lowest payout, but also they are really well run, and I do know the people there. I really like what they're doing, and I think they're offering services that aren't just interest. They're trying to expand what they do, and I feel comfortable with my money there, which is a big thing. I also have some stablecoin in BlockFi too. So I am planning on putting a decent amount of money in stablecoin over the next couple weeks. I just need to get it out of my account into these different accounts that will pay me interest. And that should account for a good portion of money, about $400 or $500 a month. So then from there, we can look at Voyager Digital. This is another company that I actually own as a stock, and I really like them. They pay some of the best interest rates out there, and they are a public company, so you can see what's happening with their numbers, with their back end, how much they're growing, and all that kind of stuff, which provides another level of transparency that I like. Now, the app is super easy to use. I kind of think of it as like the Robinhood of crypto because it is so easy to use and very user-friendly. They also pay up to 12% interest, and they do have a really good loyalty program. So they actually will pay you up to 1.5% extra on stablecoin, which would bump you up to 10.5% on stablecoin. Then also on Ethereum and also on Bitcoin right now. They said that they might move this to other to other assets in the future, this extra percentage. I only have a 0.5% boost because I don't have as much money in their native token VGX as I need to get the 1.5%. And as time goes on, VGX actually doubled recently. The cost of VGX doubled, so it would be double as expensive to get that extra boost. But I think this is a great place to hold some assets too. I like to diversify. If you can't tell, I have my money in several different places for security reasons, for flexibility reasons. And like I said earlier, sometimes when there is volatility, these kinds of apps and these kinds of crypto brokers do tend to go down if there's extreme volatility. And that's just a growing pain. So it is nice to have crypto in different places just in case there is high volatility. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I know I didn't break down all the numbers and how much I have at each different place, but part of that is just a privacy thing. Crypto is different than stocks because, again, it is really easy to send it out compared to like some stocks that you hold in a brokerage account. So I just think that keeping it a little bit safer, not saying exactly what I have where, is probably a smart thing to do. Now, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, there are links to all this stuff underneath the video. Thank you to PrimeXBT for sponsoring that first part of the video, and I will see you guys in the next one.